What is good, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another review. This is not your average sneakerhead, Tony Ramsey, and today we're taking a look at the New Balance and Bodega collaboration on the 997S, Better Days Ahead. If this is your first time here, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Also subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below. We will be doing a giveaway once the channel hits 500 subscribers. Then another giveaway once we hit 1,000 subscribers. Looking forward to giving back something to you guys for subscribing to the channel and also bring you guys more content going forward. Now with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into this here sneaker. Now, if you're not familiar, the New Balance 997S Better Days Ahead released on September 25th via Bodega's website. They also had a release on New Balance's website as well. And these, from what I can tell, were pretty limited. They were actually really hard to get, as this is the third in a trio of New Balance and 997 Bodega collaboration. With the first one being the No Days Off 997, then you had the No Bad Days 997, and rounding up the trio here with this Better Days Ahead 997, which is actually a really fitting name for a sneaker here in 2020. I was able to grab mine directly off of Bodega's website. That release was a little bit crazy. Their site crashed multiple times. It was really hard to get through the checkout. And once I did finally get through the checkout after about 20 minutes of trying, I put in my card information, hit submit for payment, and got bounced back to the home page. So I wasn't even aware that I got these until about 10 minutes later when I got my email confirmation from Bodega. So really glad to actually have these in hand. And surprisingly, the prices on these shot up really high. So I'm guessing this was a pretty sought after model. So really happy I was able to grab these for retail on release date. But without any further delay, let's go ahead and jump into some details about this sneaker, some of the materials used, sizing, and resale value coming up here in a sec. So the New Balance 997S comes in this brown cardboard box here. It's pretty colorful all around with the Bodega name on it on top. Then looking around the sides of the box, you do have New Balance and Bodega here on the side there. And also you have the New Balance and Bodega logo right there on that side of the box. And rounding it off here on the side of the box where your sizing information is, with the official colorway of the shoe. Actually doesn't list any colorway. It just has the model number, the shoe size. I got these in an 8.5, and I believe these retailed for, I want to say, $160. I'll leave a little card up here that shows you guys what the shoe retailed for. Basic cardboard box, just pretty much comes right off the top, so no special boxing there. You do have some New Balance paper on the inside. Then you get into it and you have the sneakers. I already have one of them out of the box. Sneakers also had this little bit of a little thing to help the shoe keep its shape while it's in the box, and they were also stuffed with some paper. But without any further delay, let's go ahead and look at the shoes now. So we'll start off with the toe box. So the New Balance 997S Better Days Ahead has a mixture of high quality materials. Starting here at the toe box, you do have what looks like a very high quality suede there that is done in gray. And I'll give you guys some close-up shots of that suede. So pretty high quality suede, very long hair suede, and that goes along the entire front of the toe box, leading up to what looks like a mesh upper there right above it on the middle of where your toes are. Looking at the lateral side of the sneaker, as you transition from that suede in the front, you do have what looks like a kind of I want to say like a rough leather right there, and that's done in more of a beige color. And you do have this gold or this orangish color New Balance logo right there. Plastic TPU clip right here. Then you do have some very soft, what feels like I want to say it's kind of like neoprene up here, but right here it's more like some type of cloth material, and it does have some little dots on there. Feels very good to the touch. Then up here on the heel of the sneaker, you do have looks like some brown suede. You do have the 997S model number right there on the back, and that goes along the entire rear of the sneaker. Then moving on to the medial side, You also do have this orange right there. As you can see, the texture of that neoprene material is a little bit different than the texture of the material on the lateral side. So they did mix the textures and materials on both sides of the sneaker. Have that same clip right there leading into where the logo is. Then right here you do have what's a longer quality suede, and that's done in that either camel or beige color, however you want to call it. You do have the New Balance logo there in purple and black. Moving on to the tongue. The tongue is like in a salmon color, looks like, and you do have some beige laces under the tongue. And under the tongue, you also do have the Bodega branding right under the tongue and the laces, with a New Balance logo right there on the top of the tongue. Now the 997S is pretty much all done in a booty construction, so the tongue is all part of one piece for the upper. You do have some standard shoelace eyelets where you lace the shoes through. Then on the inside of the sneaker, you do have on the back here where your heel is, that is in purple. Then you also do have gray on the rest of the inside of the interior of the shoe, and that is actually pretty soft material. Then we'll get this paper out of the inside, get into the insole, which does come out, which is actually a pretty soft foam insole. As you guys can see, you do have a really bright insole with the New Balance and Bodega logo right there. You have there the gentleman right there, and it looks like he is on, what is that, on a donkey, looking back, smiling at you. Pretty dope insole, and this is actually has some cushion to it, so that does make the shoe a little bit more comfortable. Okay, now we'll move on to the midsole of the sneaker, and the midsole also is multicolored. You guys can see you do have your end cap and reveal cushion back here on the heel of the midsole, and I know the sneaker does use the Absorb cushioning system that New Balance uses on some of their higher end sneakers, and these are actually extremely comfortable on feet. I actually have already put these on to make sure that they fit me, because the sizing on these is a little bit not quite what I'm used to. I usually wear Jordans, Yeezys, and as you know, from brand to brand, sizing can change, and we'll get into more of the sizing here in a second. They also do have this dark gum outsole. You have the motion control device right there in the middle. You have some New Balance branding right here, top of the outsole, and the gum outsole does go from a lighter shade here at the forefoot to a darker shade of gum there at the heel of the sneaker. So overall, this entire colorway of sneaker is actually, it's a really good fall colorway, and I plan to wear these pretty often as soon as we're able to get outside. The foam right here that is in this beige color, that is a little bit more squishy than the foam that's in the back of the sneaker. So these are actually, as I mentioned before, really comfortable once you get them on feet. The sneakers also did come with 2 spare laces, so you do have the standard cream or beige laces that come within the sneaker. Then you also do have green laces that come with them, and you have a set of multicolored purple and yellow laces as well. And all the laces do have Bodega branding at the end of the shoelace. So overall, really nice details in the sneaker. The left sneaker is the same as the right sneaker, so I'll leave that one in the box until I get you guys some on-foot shots. But let's talk about sizing for the New Balance 997S. So I actually did own the No Days Off pair. That one is the most hype out of the 3. I bought those used in a size 9, and they actually fit me really big. I thought they would fit more true to size or a little bit snug, because this is a running style sneaker. But those actually fit me extremely big, so I had to go ahead and sell those. But I'm glad that I was able to grab these in a size 8. My true size in most sneakers is an 8.5. Going down to a size 8 in these, and they actually fit me perfectly. So if you're thinking about picking these up before the prices on these go up too high, I would recommend grabbing these either true to size or go down a half size. I have really narrow feet, so going down a half size is not a big deal for me, and these fit me perfectly by going down a half size. Last but not least, to talk about the resale value. So the No Days Off pair was the first one to release out of the collaboration, and those are going for the most money. Last time I checked, those were going somewhere around $700, if not more, depending on the size. The second pair, the No Bad Days pair, was a little bit more affordable. Those are going somewhere in the mid 200s, and probably now around the $300 if you were looking to pick those up on for resale. And these out of the gate were going somewhere around the $250 to $270 mark. I think that these were actually going to shoot up over time, because I believe that these had a little bit more hype than the first 2 did. The first collaboration, those always tend to go for the most money. The second one was, while it still had some popularity, I think that those kind of faded more so than the first one. But the start one seemed like it was all over YouTube. All the early reviewers had pairs of these. They were seeded by New Balance and Bodega. So I think that these created a whole lot of hype before they released, which is why they were so hard to grab. That's going to do it for most of the major details of the New Balance 997S in the Better Days Ahead colorway and collaboration. Let's go ahead and get these laced up, get them on feet, and show you guys how they look. There you have it. That's going to do it for my review of the New Balance and Bodega collaboration 997S Better Days Ahead. Let me know what you guys think about this colorway and this collaboration down in the comment section below. As I mentioned, this is probably my favorite out of the three because of the colors. This is a very fall-ish colorway. I love the blends of colors and materials on the sneaker. I got these in my right size, so I plan to keep these in the collection. I do not plan to sell these anytime soon. And I think I'm going to even throw in the multicolored laces in these just to give them a little bit more pop. Maybe the green ones, but I'm definitely swapping out these tan laces, as not a big fan of that one. I think it kind of like mutes the other colors in the sneaker, whereas I want to have the other laces to possibly bring some of these colors out and give this shoe all the pop that it deserves.